Hey, Gemini, intuitive soul coach here with your December 2022 love reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. Today we'll dive into the collective energy of Gemini and take a look at all things related to love. Whether you are currently single, perhaps you're partnered up, maybe you're trying to heal or mend an area of the heart, or you're just focused on self-love. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or even entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links, Gemini, in the description box below. All right, so starting off here in the position of the recent past, you have the feather showing up for you. There may have been divine intervention. There may have been you asking for signs or symbols. Some of you may have been praying to your spiritual team, your ancestors. You've been wanting to connect to loved ones as well. So I do feel here in the recent past, Spirit hears your prayers. Very important for you to recognize and acknowledge this, because sometimes we think that our prayers go unanswered, but there is divine timing. So a lot of you may have been healing, may have been just working on your own self, your own spirituality, or your own intuition, but do know that your path is divinely guided at this time. So pay attention to the signs, the symbols, the synchronicities, whether it comes in the form of a feather, whether it comes through a song on the radio that is playing, or maybe even a billboard ad or an ad on the side of a train or a bus. So I do see here that there are a lot of synchronicities that are taking place within you, but also Spirit is saying trust in your intuition as well. Now, in the present moment of December here, we have the Lantern. This is a very positive omen. It talks about new opportunities coming in for you. Now, regardless of your relationship status, if you are single and looking for love, there may be new opportunities for you to meet people, to open yourself up to love. If you are single and you're feeling content and you're feeling good with where you're at, there may be new opportunities for growth and expansion in your life in other areas as well. There may be someone new or unexpected coming in. Now, love isn't just romantic love, Gemini. Love shows up in all different shapes, sizes, and forms, whether it comes in the form of a companion animal, through a friendship, through a complete stranger connection where there is mutual love. And for others of you, yes, it certainly can be about a soulmate or romantic love here. So there are new opportunities coming in for you to evolve, for you to level up. If you are in a relationship at this time, I feel like there are new opportunities for you to improve, not just yourself, but improve the dynamic of a relationship. So really powerful. I'm excited to dive into your reading further. Now, Gemini, in the future, you have the Canoe card showing up. This talks about upcoming adventures. So whatever this new opportunity is, I almost feel like some of you may be receiving an invitation. Some of you may be practicing opening up this heart chakra to say yes to opportunities that are coming your way. For others of you, you may be planning some sort of trip or travel, but there is a new exciting adventure coming in for you. I almost feel the energy between January, February, and March. Some of you may be traveling. You could even meet someone while you are traveling, or even travel with some people that you love, whether it's family members or partners or spouses. So let's dive into your reading, Gemini. I'm kind of getting December going into January as well. Some of you may be taking some paid time off, or you may be saying yes to some new opportunities here. I do feel a lot of love, a lot of connections, togetherness here, a sense of belonging, a sense of all as well. Let's take a look at the overall energy starting off for you. We have the Ace of Pentacles. This aligns beautifully with a new opportunity here. There's an opportunity in the physical world. Ace of Pentacles can be about the earthly realm. So for some of you, this is meeting another person who's going to be very pivotal, strong foundation on your journey moving forward. So this could show up in the form of a lover. It could be a home. Some of you may be moving in with another person, or you just may be moving over the holidays. I'm also sensing here an opportunity for more stability in your life. She's sitting there next to these two flowers. And it doesn't look like they've grown very big at this time, but they are deeply rooted here. So that root goes deep down into beautiful Mother Earth. So I feel that you are setting some solid foundations for yourself that are deeply rooted into some of your belief systems as well. So if your belief systems need to be upgraded, or if they need to be adjusted here to align with where you're going, I feel like some of you may be diving into your belief system as well. But there's a new opportunity for growth. There's a new opportunity to heal, to mend, to come together. Even if this is you coming together with yourself after a challenging period of your life. Now let's take a look at what's crossing your energy here in the month of December. What's crossing your energy? I put out these readings in November, so they could be between the next 4 and 6 weeks for you as well. But what's crossing your energy? The Nine of Wands. Some of you want to, at times, give up on love. If you're single and looking, some of you may have been through a lot. Some of you just need a break from your own healing and from your own personal development here. But the Nine of Wands says that you, Gemini, are a warrior. There is nothing that you cannot overcome here in this lifetime. The Nine of Wands can be about having that final push, that determination, that motivation to not give up, because you're almost there here. So sometimes we let the wounds of the past affect us or interfere with our serenity, with our own peace. You can see that she's been cut by the thorns. She has a beautiful rose here, which does represent growth. So she has overcome a lot, but along the way, she didn't get there by not letting anything touch her. She hasn't been unscathed here. She has went through the thorns to get to some growth. So I do feel like some of you may again be revisiting some beliefs that you've had. You may be thinking of some trauma or some pain that you've endured, but the good news is I feel like you're going to continue moving forward. And 2023 represents this beautiful new time, new opportunities here, upcoming adventures. So don't lose hope. Don't give up here. Keep going, because you're on the precipice or the cusp, Gemini, of something quite magical, something quite wondrous for you. So let's take a look at the foundation. What's below you? What's in the deep, deep past that may have caused you to feel like a wounded warrior in a sense? Let's take a look at the deep past. King of Wands. So the King of Wands showing up, especially in the feminine version, the King of Wands can be someone who is very active, very passionate, but at times you may have not been able to reach your fullest potential. Sometimes the King of Wands can be hard to reach. They can be inflexible. They can be like a gypsy soul, where they're constantly fluttering here from one area to another. And I do sense here that you're laying down roots and you are building a strong, solid foundation in a union that you are in here. For some of you, you may have moved away from family. You may have moved to a different country, a different location. I'm just sensing here that you're coming together with your own healing, with your own personal development and growth as well. But there is a sense of just needing to pause and rest. And some of you felt like you've been on this never-ending cycle of healing, right? With this wounded warrior. But this is saying here, you're coming out on top. You don't have to constantly be in this stage here of feeling like you're pushing and striving and needing to move forward. And it feels heavy and it feels stressful at times. Nines represent completions. And with the end of the year winding down, there is a sense of accomplishment. But some of you need a little bit of downtime, I feel, just to kind of recoup, because you're hitting the ground running, especially as you go into January and February here with these new opportunities and adventures. Now, the King of Wands creates their destiny. So deep down, what you're made of here is strength. Power, Gemini. You are very active, very passionate, very goal-oriented and driven. You are an influencer here, and you're very adventurous and warm. But sometimes when we feel the stress of life's burdens, we don't always feel all of those wondrous traits that the King of Wands can represent. So I feel like you're connecting and getting back in touch with who you are. within your relationships or within yourself. So let's take a look and see what's going on in the past, the recent past. Some of you are regaining your power. Some of you may even be deciding to travel as well. Oh, you have quite a few cards here. Okay, how would you like them, Spirit? All right, thank you. Okay, so what we have here is the devil in reverse, which is really wonderful because some of you are acknowledging that there's something toxic, that there's something that may be affecting your energy in a negative way with this devil energy. It certainly could be between you and another person. There could be some toxic traits or patterns. Some of you have definitely went through the ringer with someone close to your heart, whether it was a lover, a family member, or someone else in your life. But the devil energy is about fear. It can be about codependency, addictions, obsessions, anything that tempts you or veers you off of your path. And sometimes it veers us off of our path to actually come back home to ourselves. Sometimes we need this distraction or this energy for us to evolve and grow and to find out what we're essentially really made from, that we are stronger than we think we are, that we are in control of our destiny, that we create our own magic and our own luck, that we have what it takes to heal the heart because we come from love and we go back home to love. So I do feel for some of you, you're getting honest about releasing some toxic patterns, some behaviors, or some situations in your life that just were no longer serving you. Now, what's coming in above you? What's the potential? Page of Wands. There is another card of expansion, of new opportunities, of adventure. This Page of Wands is very curious. They are very enthusiastic and very eager to move forward here. So I feel like there is a beautiful opportunity for growth. And you've done a lot here. Spirit saying, don't give up because this is just the beginning of something beautiful. And some of you may need to remind yourself that you don't have to walk through life as this wounded warrior. You don't have to let the past define you, that we can heal and we can move forward. Now, it doesn't mean that we have to completely block out or forget what's happened, or we don't have to acknowledge that this was a part of our lives, but we don't have to let it define us in a negative way. And so I feel that a lot of you this month are kind of picking up the pieces here, and you're allowing yourself to kind of let your hair down, have a little bit of fun, enjoy yourself, especially if you are celebrating, the holidays with family, with friends, with loved ones. I'm just getting here that there's an opening of this heart area, but also there's an exciting new adventure coming in here for you. And that's what we see with the canoe energy. So stay open. Don't close your heart because of some situation in the past. If those of you may be in a relationship based on codependency, based on maybe you have children together and you don't want to split up a family, maybe because you came from a broken family. For others of you, you may be in a relationship due to financial means, but I sense that this isn't the way it has to be forever. So if you are in a situation that you feel tethered to or tied to based on external circumstances, look for new resources. Look for ways to get yourself out of this Nine of Wands energy, because I feel like you're coming really close to wrapping up a cycle here. Now, in the near future, Gemini, we have the King of Pentacles, a lot of strong, solid foundation here within yourself, a lot of stability, a lot of I feel excitement. And whenever I get this card, and it's interesting, I believe Taurus also had this card. So you may be on the Taurian cusp. Some of you may have strong Taurus placements in your chart, or maybe you'll meet a Taurus. But I do feel some of you have a golden opportunity coming in for you. There's a lot of growth. There is a lot of opportunities, but I just feel at times you don't feel maybe worthy of them, or maybe you are focused on the cuts and the wounding of the past, that you don't see the new opportunities that are being presented to you. So this is Spirit's reminder of saying, don't let the scars hold you back. The scars are your battle wounds. The scars have taught you how to become a stronger, but yet more vulnerable version of who you are. It taught you more compassion, more love, more empathy. You don't have to shut yourself down to love or the world because maybe you've been treated poorly or walked through many of these thorns here. So very, very positive energy coming into the future, because we see that there are new opportunities for you to free yourself from a situation that is difficult with this devil energy for you. Now, the King of Pentacles is just beautiful coming up here because you're working your way up to the top. You're working on building your empire, whether with a person or without. But I feel like you're building a foundation that's built on love, trust, which is very important for a lot of you, is trust, whether you're dealing with your own trust issues, your own triggers. But I really love this card because in her crown chakra, in her hair, is a little mini kingdom. So this is about you finding and creating that sense of belonging, your place in the world. So I feel that a lot of you are creating this within yourselves, regardless of relationship status. But the good news is you're attracting your soul tribe and the people that care and support and love you. Not only that, in the spiritual realm, some of you have certainly lost loved ones, whether it's your own parents, your own siblings, your children, your friends. You may have lost them in the physical sense where they've crossed over to the other side, or some of you may have emotionally disconnected from people that were at one point close to your heart here. And there are opportunities for you to heal, to mend, to grow, and to evolve as well, to bring a sense of safety and security to your life. Now, how are you feeling? You're feeling like you may have missed out on opportunities at times, but the good news is I feel like there's a new opportunity coming your way if you open your eyes to it here. Because like I said, sometimes we close our eyes and take a look at this. Wow, Gemini, there's a magnifying glass. Spirit is saying here, don't lose sight of what it is that you want. Sometimes it may seem like it's out of reach, but it's actually closer than you think. There's an opportunity that may be right under your nose, but at times you don't feel that way because of some sort of loss or some sort of difficulty or pain or trauma that you have endured. This is saying here, if you feel frustrated or bored or ungrateful, or even some of you feel impatient in a relationship or within being single, there's a need to reach out here. And I feel like the second you do, there's going to be a new opportunity presented to you here. So let's take a look at the external environment. What is going on in your outer world? What do we have here in your outer world, Gemini? The Chariot, Cancerian energy, a lot of movement. Things are going to happen quite quickly for you, whether this is travel, whether it's an actual move. Some of you may meet somebody quite quickly. It may show up unexpected. It may be a surprise for you. There could be someone that comes back into your life. Now, it doesn't mean an ex is coming back in here. It could be a family member that you haven't spoken to for quite some time. It could be that you're finally moving forward in matters of the heart, especially if you felt stuck, because nines represent endings that bring new beginnings. And you certainly see a lot of growth, a lot of expansion, and a lot of new opportunities, but you're not alone. You are, again, being divinely guided. And with this Chariot energy, there is a divine force that is helping you move forward, helping you mend, helping you heal, but helping open up this heart chakra for you to kind of come back home to yourself and remember what you're made of. Love is your love language here. And this Chariot energy is all about forward movement, but not just forward movement, successful, triumphant forward movement. I do sense that some of you, again, may be traveling in a vehicle. You may be traveling in a plane as well, or something with wheels. I just saw keys dangling as well. Some of you may maybe purchase a new vehicle, or you have keys to an Airbnb or to a home. You may be giving keys to someone or receiving them. So please take that as it resonates. Okay, let's take a look at your hopes and fears, Gemini. What are your hopes and what are your fears? Okay, thank you, Spirit. Quite interesting. This has never come up before. Someone may be worried about their pets or their animals while they are gone. but they will be okay. Okay, if that is you, it's very specific. But if some of you are maybe traveling or leaving pets behind for the holidays, whether you have someone coming to your home, checking in on them, or you board them someplace, I feel like your pets will be fine. But some of you are worried about that. So again, please take it as it resonates. It won't for all of you. What are your hopes and what are your fears? That may have shown up because we're doing hopes and fears right now. Three of Cups. Three of Cups, your hope is that you can celebrate with the people that you love, that you're able to bring about good times, good memories, that you can enjoy your circle of kindred spirits and attract soul tribe, attract family and relationships that are fun and exciting and built on trust and mutual connections and love here. The fear is, what if I'm left out? What if I'm the third wheel or the third party of a situation here? What if I'm not able to manifest this connection, this sense of belonging? I feel like you will. I'm also getting here, someone in the past may have went to extremes, whether in their in the way that they partied or with the way that they ate food, or they may have done something to an extreme, because the Three of Cups sometimes can be about excessive energy, going to excess. Maybe someone of the past here was an alcoholic, or they were a partier where they would stay out till all hours of the night here. This could be someone in your energy, or maybe it's you, but I do feel that there could be a fear of going to an excess or an extreme as well. But remember, these are hopes and fears, and regardless of what's going on with this devil energy, there's forward movement here, a lot of forward movement. Let's take a look at the final outcome, Gemini. What is the final outcome for Gemini's love in December 2022? You have an opportunity to, I just heard here, level up. Now, it doesn't mean that you're at a place that is negative or low, but I'm getting here that if you've been really working on your personal development, or if you've been wanting to change some aspect of your love life or heal or mend an area of the heart, I'm sensing that you're leveling up, and that's what this new opportunity is bringing in for you. Yeah, I love it. Your final outcome, Seven of Wands, freeing yourself from the cage that you have maybe put yourself behind. You can see etched into his body or etched into his aura is love, is peace, is fighting, is war, is hurt, is pain, is growth, is death. So there's a lot that you have been through here. But what you're saying is, I don't have to let that situation or that childhood or that pattern or that addiction define who you are in a relationship or in the energy of being single. The Seven of Wands is about living life on your terms. It's about non-conforming, having the upper hand. If you were in a situation where there was constant fighting, or you felt the pressure from all angles, or maybe you felt on guard or just defensive, or even defenseless, I feel at times, the Seven of Wands says you're breaking free from that. And as you enter into the 2023 year, you're going to feel a new sense of stability within yourself and who you are. So again, if you're in a relationship where you're feeling good about the relationship, but you would like it to level up and be more balanced based on reciprocity and trust, I feel like there's new opportunities to create that. For others of you, if you're struggling between yourself and a toxic person or a situation that's just not growing for you, you may decide that you've already learned the lesson you've needed to learn in a situation, and you may go another direction. For those of you that are single, you may be working on your own fears, your own devil energies or your patterns. And I feel because it's showing up in reverse, Gemini, you are eradicating the things that are not good for you, that may actually be hindering you from going out there and meeting your soulmate. For example, let's say that you really, you're in a single energy, but you just want to stay home and maybe binge watch Netflix or eat a lot or smoke or drink. And what you're doing is you're avoiding attracting the love and the energy into your life. Now, it's not going to resonate with all of you. It could be other partnerships that you've connected to. They're showing me games. So there could be a gamer in your life, or there may be someone who was either constantly on their phone, maybe playing games, or maybe they were really into video games. Now, nothing wrong with that, but sometimes we can tend to overindulge or become obsessed or addicted to certain things that kind of aren't maybe the best for us, that we have new opportunities, but when we're so focused on one thing to an extreme, we may miss out on love or connection or growth. And I just sense that you're breaking free from that, whatever that may be for you, Gemini. So really powerful reading here for you. Let's take a look and see what messages are coming in from the wisdom of the Oracle. What do we have here for Gemini, wisdom of the Oracle? I will read to you the relationship message from the guidebook. It's actually landing right here on the devil energy, and you have poised. Poised is a really beautiful card because it's about you getting ready. This is about a new opportunity for you to grab. I'm going to read here. It's also card 48. Now, some of you may be 48 as well. Some of you may have a birthday on either the 4th or the 8th or even the 12th. Let's take a look here. 48. All right, so this energy is all about being ready, bringing something to light, being at your best. It's also about confidence. In your relationship message, Gemini, is this. When you are confident and happy in your own skin, you are ready for deeper, more intimate relationships. You have nothing to prove right now. You are completely yourself and can handle anything. Love, friendships, and harmonious new connections are all present now or are coming in. You are ready to give and receive from the heart. This is a beautiful place to be. Oh, I love this showing up for you as well. I'm also going to read to you the protection message. I've been reading both the love and the protection just because we are winding down 2022, and I want to make it very clear here of the things that you may be wanting to get rid of in order to step into 2023 feeling refreshed. It says you're not ready to move forward at this time, and that has to be okay. Be poised in the face of demands and deadlines. Pretending you don't know what you're doing works sometimes, but if you adopt a fake it till you make it attitude, it will land you in some muck. This is not the time to wing it and deliver something half finished. It's okay to postpone things until you are really ready. It's better to disappoint others now than to wish you had later. I feel like that's the biggest message that I was getting intuitively was that last line there. It's better to disappoint others now than to wish you had later. So what I feel from this protection message is some of you don't feel ready to move forward with these new opportunities. And if that is you and it doesn't resonate, you may still need to do some healing. But I sense that, again, like it says, if you fake it till you make it, that may land you in some muck. It may kind of ground you, bury you into a hole that you really don't want to be in with this devil energy. And I feel like Spirit is saying here, there are new opportunities coming in. And I feel like when you are ready, move in that direction, but don't sit in a place of this devil for too long. If you are just staying in a position because you don't want to maybe disappoint others, whether it is you staying in a relationship that you know isn't healthy or good, but you don't want to disappoint another person, or whatever your reasons are, I feel like it's better, again, to disappoint now than to wait 5 years or to wait, another 5 months. I feel ultimately like you're getting ready to leap into this new beginning. And I feel a lot of you may resonate with the upside, the relationship message of being poised, being ready to take a stance, ready to break free from whatever you felt caged to here. So very powerful energy. All right, Gemini, last but not least, we're going to get a few messages from your spirit animals. And at this time, I just ask if you can, take a deep breath in from that solar plexus chakra, the belly area, and tune into the third eye chakra, the area between the eyebrows in the forehead region. And I want you, Gemini, to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now, this can be an animal that flies high in the sky. It could be an animal that swims deep in the sea. Perhaps it's an animal that is wild, magical, mystical, or domesticated. Perhaps it's an animal that's recently visited through your dreams or crossed your path in the great outdoors. There is no right or wrong answer, Gemini. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you're ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, all you need to do is drop your power animal or animals in the comment box below. And I personally will enter you into the free monthly reading giveaway where I draw one lucky winner around the first of each month and post right back here on this channel. So please make sure you've hit that subscribe and notification bell. All right, the first animal we have for you, Gemini, is the flamingo spirit. This says embrace the in-between. And I'm pretty sure that Aries and Taurus also receive the flamingo. So you may be dealing with an Aries or a Taurus. You may have those placements in your chart, or there may be something in those messages for you, but you are in an in-between period or phase, literally as well, December going into January. For others of you, you're shedding your old skin. You're breaking free from an old way of doing or thinking or being, and you're moving towards a new positive beginning for yourself. Next, we have Pig Spirit. I love this card because it almost reminds me of the energy of when pigs fly. It's almost as if you don't believe something are to happen, or if it shows up unexpectedly, it's almost a shock of awe. I can't believe this happened, or wow, I didn't think that would ever come to fruition. It says use your mind wisely, because remember, your words create your reality, Gemini. And I feel like you have a beautiful mind, but sometimes you get up in your head. You are an air sign. So use the energy that you have. Use that air quality for your advantage. And lastly, I love this. It's card 41. It is the card of the Nightingale, and it says love is all around. And you can see that emanating from these beautiful instruments here are tons of music, tons of vibrations, tons of frequencies. So a lot of you are creating your own music. You're creating your own vibration that's going to attract the kind of love that you believe you deserve. So make sure that you believe that you are worthy and deserving of love, Gemini, because it most certainly is all around, whether it shows up in the form of a stranger opening the door for you, a kind smile. Maybe it shows up from an unexpected phone call. I'm getting listening as well. So some of you may receive a message or a text or a call from someone. For others of you, just realizing that your soul tribe is here as well, whether spiritually, physically, that love is all around, and it's time for you to open up and know that you are lovable. All right, Gemini, I hope this resonates. Very beautiful reading for you, especially for those of you that have been praying for your prayers to be answered here. They most certainly are. So if this resonates, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly does help get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. Feel free to share, like, comment your power animal in the box below. And again, feel free to subscribe and hit that bell button if you haven't already. Thank you so much, Gemini, for tuning in. Sending you tons and tons of love and light.